Hello everyone. Today I'm here for the newspaper analysis of two different types of newspaper. I'm here to analyze the front pages of both the newspaper. So basically, what is in a front page? In the front page of a newspaper, you can see that there are the most important news stories. It can be political, economical, or it can be something about sports or murder, crime, or any kind of corruption, or sometimes it could be about the implementation of certain rules, norms, regulations, etc. I'm Jessica Sarah John from the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, and today I will be analyzing both the newspapers of The Hindu as well as the New Indian Express. To begin with, I'll be starting off with The Hindu. So the first news story which is given importance here is the Election Commission invites parties for talks to strengthen the poll process. This is basically about the meeting between the Election Commission as well as the different political parties to actually implement some rules and regulations so that the electoral process is done in a very smooth way. And there has also been a controversy regarding the duplicate voter ID and different kinds of people who are sometimes voting and some people who are left out. So to solve all these issues, the Election Commission is calling all the political parties to keep a common meeting. The next news which is given importance is Ukraine agrees to a 30-day ceasefire with Russia during talks with senior US officials. So Ukraine has come to a decision to keep a 30-day ceasefire with Russia so that it's like a temporary pause between the two countries, and there is also the US intervening in this. The US also is clearly stating that they will be lifting the restrictions on military aid and intelligence, sharing a joint statement. So this is basically like a connection or a discussion between the three countries for peace. The next news which is given importance is foundation stone for township in Wayanad to be laid on March 27th. So as we all know, there was this issue of the landslides in Wayanad. So as a part of the project of the land rehabilitation, they are keeping the stone. The CM is supposedly going to keep the stone for laying a foundation as a part of the future project for land rehabilitation. The last news is that several people were killed, hundreds held hostage as armed militants attacked train in Pakistan. So there was this train which is called the Jafar Express in Pakistan, which was supposedly attacked by a militant group, and the group's name is claimed by the Baloch Liberation Army, which is a separatist group behind rising violence in the province, which is basically bordering the areas of Afghanistan and Iran. So they supposedly caused the attack, and there were so many passengers, around 500, and there were 13 terrorists who were being captured, and there was a lot of loss of lives in Pakistan. So this is one of the huge incidents which has a very great impact worldwide because it's an issue which is being discussed thoroughly. And finally, if we can see that there is the center which is beginning talks with the Kuki Zo groups. Highways remain blocked in Manipur. So there is an area which is called Kuki Zo, which is in Manipur, and this particular area was shut down for some of the reasons. But finally, what happens is this area is being reopened for economic reasons. There is going to be some construction which is happening there, or it's been opened again, so that the travel of the vehicles as well as the passengers, etc., is being continued in the same way which was done before. So the obstruction is basically being cleared. So that is all about the Hindu newspaper. Next, I'll be looking forward to the front page news of the New Indian Express. The first news story which is given importance is Pakistan train hostage drama with 500 abroad. Now this is the same news story which was told about in the Hindu newspaper as well. In this news story, again, it is highlighted that the Jafar Express, which was going through a militant attack, and apparently 20 soldiers became dead. So this is a very great issue which has caused a lot of attention, and it is also one of the disastrous issues which is being talked about. The next news story which is given importance is immigration law has more teeth in new bill in Lok Sabha. Provisions to deny foreigners entry, restrict their movement, harsh penalty for violators. This news story talks about the new law which is being imposed in the Lok Sabha, which talks about the restrictions imposed on the foreigners about their entry or exit, and there are certain key provisions which are being followed here. Mandatory registration of foreigners upon arrival. It is very important that the foreigners who are coming to India should register themselves, their names. Even the universities, hospitals and accommodation providers should be reporting about these foreign nationals. The next news story is Ministry lifts suspension, WFI calls trials. which talks about the Wrestling Federation of India. There was a restriction which was imposed on them, but now it is being lifted up, it is being suspended so that these people can participate in the Asian Championship this month. Centre will raise incentive of ASHA workers. In what could provide a welcome relief for the protesting ASHA workers, Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda said on Tuesday that the government has decided to raise their incentive. This news story talks about the benefits which is being available to the ASHA workers. Their incentives are reportedly said to be increased, which is definitely useful for them, and it is also a sign of relief for them since they were protesting. The other news story is already something which we already discussed about. Wayanad Township, Chief Minister to lay stone for landslide rehabilitation project. So the CM is apparently said to lay a stone as a sign of starting a new project for land rehabilitation in Wayanad, which was affected by the landslides. Coming below, we can see another news story, which is Export Panel suggestions overhaul of PDS, reducing ration shops to 10,000. An export committee formed by the Kerala government, issues faced by fair price shop dealers, has proposed significant changes to the state's public distribution system. So according to this news story, what we can understand is the ration shops were reportedly said to be 13,872 initially, but they are being reduced to 10,000. Now because of this, there is the increasing in the retail price of non-priority rice and sugar. So that is the main focus of the public distribution system. They are reducing the amount of ration shops so that they can increase the price for certain commodities. The other news story which is given importance is 17,804 to 1.23 lakh CSK tickets on resale sites. So the Chennai Super Kings tickets for the Indian Premier League are being resold because it goes well in the sale and people are interested in buying them because their matches are appearing in a prominent ticket reselling website, and at the same time it hasn't stopped the people from buying those tickets. Other short news stories which are talked about here is half price scam, CB arrests Ananda Kumar. So the crime branch has arrested K.N. Ananda Kumar, who is the chairman of National NGO Confederation, because he was apparently involved in a half price scam. So that is all about the news stories of both the newspapers. We can see that the news story of Pakistan as well as Wayanad is given predominant importance in both the newspapers. They are being highlighted in both of them, and it is actually interesting to know about what is the news which is being featured in the front page of every newspaper. So that's all for today's general newspaper analysis. This is Jessica Sarah John signing off.